All right. So thank you everybody for joining. Sasha already introduced me, so you know that I'm Defne and I'm a product manager in Zinogene, and I'm particularly responsible for the pills and powders product range. And today I'm gonna give you an overview of Zinogene. So before we begin, I'd really like you to answer this question. So do you know anything about the Zinzino's health protocol? So if you can scan the QR code and you can answer to this question, I'd be really grateful. Then we can see your answers on the screen. Okay, nice. 100%. 3 out of 4. Looks good. Hopefully everybody can access the QR code. Okay. Okay, so it looks like most of you know what Zinzino's health protocol is, but I want to give a short, quick refresher anyways, because our health protocol is very simple. First, you test yourself to understand your body's needs, and after you get your test results, you start with the foundational step, which is creating a healthy omega-6 to 3 balance. Then the next step is to restore your gut balance, and this is important because the gut has a huge impact on our overall health. And lastly, you get a boost of health from our advanced immune and nutritional supplements like Extend. And if you go on our website, you'll notice that Zinogene is in the Restore category, even though it can also be a booster. And before we begin into the details, I'd like to give you a bit of background context to help you understand Zinogene better. So Zinogene was inspired by a research paper published in Nature Biotechnology, which is one of the top 2 scientific journals. And this research paper is in the field of longevity. And since I'm a product manager and not a scientist, I'll try to keep this very simple. As we age, some of our normal healthy cells can turn into senescent or zombie cells. And these cells are harmful for our bodies. But the good news is there are specific compounds that can eliminate these zombie cells. And these compounds are called senolytic compounds. So this is why we've developed Zinogene. It's designed for normalizing the aging process by facilitating repair and restoration. Our slogan is out with the old cells, in with the new functioning cells. So why do we need to target old cells? So if you remember in the slide I just presented, I told you that senescent cells are also called zombie cells. That's because normally at the end of a normal cell's lifespan, the cell should commit suicide. But these zombie cells do not commit suicide. Instead, they accumulate in the body and use up really special resources, the resources that normal cells should take. But as we get older, zombie cells accumulate more and more, and they create problems, and we want to get rid of them. But why do we need new cells? Because stem cells are our body's repair system, and we have many different cells in our bodies. But stem cells are one of the most important cells because they're like our joker card. They divide over and over again and produce new cells, and they change into specialized cells. And with aging, our bodies become less effective at using stem cells. So it's really important that we take these agents that help our bodies to make our stem cells more efficient. And this is where Zinogene comes in. It helps our bodies to remove old, degraded cells using natural compounds called senolytics. We then replace these cells by using compounds that support cell division, as well as a compound that facilitates the transportation of stem cells. So let's break down the ingredients of Zinogene. First, we'll go through senolytics, so the compounds that remove zombie cells. Curcumin is part of the curcuminoids of turmeric that gives us bright yellow color. So we're specifically using a patented ingredient called hydrocurc, which has significantly higher bioavailability than other curcumin ingredients on the market. We also use piperine with its trademark name bioperine. Piperine is extracted from black pepper, known for its high concentration of antioxidants. But the true magic of piperine in the Zinogene product is its ability to actively aid the absorption of curcumin, so it increases its bioavailability. Quercetin is one of the underrated hero ingredients in Zinogene. It is a natural pigment that belongs to the group of flavonoids. So quercetin is one of the first natural ingredients that was studied for its senolytic effects. So the first article that I was talking about has studied quercetin specifically. So we get quercetin from pagoda tree and onions. Both are natural sources. Right. And the last senolytic compound we have is fisetin, which is another flavonoid like quercetin. But our fisetin is taken from smoke tree as well as from strawberries. That is the fruit containing the highest amount of fisetin. And now let's break down the ingredients that help with the new cells, how our bodies can generate new cells. Fucoidan is a non-stick compound derived from seaweed. And ours is especially derived from a very exclusive, effective brown seaweed extract, and they help release stem cells from our bone marrow into the circulation of the body. So it's kind of like it facilitates these stem cells to move around easier. Zinc is an antioxidant that protects the new cell that we have released into the body, and it also helps in cell division and DNA synthesis. Then we use acerola berries, which is the only potent natural source of vitamin C. It is included because it's a powerful antioxidant and it also protects the cells. So as you can see, Zinogene has a very unique combination of natural bioactive ingredients that work in synergy. So why take Zinogene? To maintain a fully functional cellular environment and promote our body's own ability to repair. So what we recommend is that you take one supplement per day if you want to maintain healthy cell function. But you can also have take 2 or 3 tablets per day for 2 weeks for a couple of times per year if you want to have a more intensive spring cleaning of the body. So if you want a more detox effect. And if you do that, then we recommend that you maybe not take Extend. Instead, you take only Zinogene. But this is only if you're going to do the spring cleaning. But our actual recommendation is to take 1 tablet per day. And you can take that together with Extend, or you can take it together with X-Gold and other products. So yeah, there's 30 tablets in a package as well. And now I want you to ask me questions. I hope this was clear enough. Yeah, please go ahead. Or I don't know if you're doing a Q&A or not.
Yes, but would you be so kind to answer the questions that I already asked you through the email?
Yeah, of course. So I think one of the questions was, let me see. I put it in here in the notes. Just a second. I think I answered most of it. So how long is it allowed to take Zinogene? So you can take it every day, or you can take it periodically. You can take for 2 weeks, once or twice a year. So it depends on you, really. So it depends on your goals. But yeah, you can also take it every day. And is it allowed for pregnant women to use? We always advise our consumers to consult with doctors. But yeah, generally speaking, yeah, it's always best to consult a doctor for pregnant women, especially. And it's also on the packaging that says that. And when should it be taken during the day? It's best if you take it with food because it's quite a strong, the ingredients components are really strong. So it's best if you take it with food. It's easier on the stomach. And what else? For pain, 4 tablets per day for around 10 days. Yeah, so if you have a specific target that you want to solve in your body, then 2 to 4 tablets for 2 weeks maximum is what's advised.
So can you tell us something that is, of course, according to the regulations about using Zinogene as a painkiller in these high dosages, because that was mentioned by some people that we met in Norway.
Yes, so the function of Zinogene is more to repair your cells. It's not, we don't really recommend it as a painkiller. It's not really its function. It's more to, let's say, repair your cells and maintain like regular cell function, as opposed to like treating a problem like that. It's more, I would not, we don't recommend it for for taking it as a painkiller. It's more to renew your cells, really.
Thank you.
Can
If you have any questions for Defne now, you can unmute yourself and you can ask anything that you want to know.
Yes, I have a question. Thank you, Sasha. And I would like to ask, by Paul Clayton was recommended for cleaning, take 4 tablets per day, but in once for 2 weeks, and do it like once a year, and during the year take just 1 tablet, or do it like twice a year, this 2 weeks cleaning. So
Yeah. So as long as there's some, let's say you do it for 2 weeks, we recommend that you wait for another month so that you kind of give your body a break. So if you're going to do this spring cleaning, so to speak, it's better to give your body some time before you do it again. So if you do it twice a year, it would be a good approach to do it like that.
Yeah, also when I spoke to Colin, it's a year ago, I remember that he said that if there is oncologist treatment, that it's not good to use this product. But I don't remember exactly why. What was the reason?
I mean, if you are on chemotherapy, for example, it could be kind of interacting with those drugs. So that's probably why Colin said that. And yes, of course, if you have a diagnosis like this, I would also consult a doctor before taking the Zinogene, because it contains a lot of strong active compounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where is the best time to take it? It's with dinner or with breakfast? I didn't get the answer. If you already answered, sorry.
I didn't say specific time of the day. I just say with food. So I actually take it with a breakfast. So early in the day. If you take it in the evening, like potentially, I mean, there is no harm in it. Of course, you can take it in the evening if you want to. But with food is best, because if you take it on an empty stomach, perhaps it could be a bit too, it could upset your stomach if you're sensitive, if you have a sensitive stomach. But other than that, you can take it evening or morning.
Okay.
I hope.
Anybody else for the questions? Adina, Dr. Kandriana?
And maybe regarding the fisetin, I had some discussion with a few doctors in my country. I'm not from Serbia, I'm from Czech Republic. And they told me that it's not easy to get approved to have fisetin like part of the food supplement. But they just told it's not allowed, for example, for producers in my country. Why is that, and what is behind?
Yes, so fisetin, even though it's a natural food grade ingredient, it's still considered as a novel ingredient. So it can be tricky in some countries, unfortunately, but it is coming from strawberries and parago tree, so like it's all natural source. It's just that, like, even with some health claims, for example, the EU is quite strict on what you can say and what you cannot say. And with novel foods, it's the same. It's the regulations are really strict. But like from what we know, yes, it's tricky in some countries to get fisetin registered. But it is totally food grade. It's a natural ingredient.
Yeah, that's why also they like it, because it's not so useful and it makes the product quite unique.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does, and it is a senolytic compound like quercetin. So it's really interesting, and the combination of quercetin with fisetin is also interesting. So the article that I mentioned in the beginning talks about that, but yeah, regulations, it is always tricky with the EU, so.
Okay, thank you.
Evo ja bih postavila jedno, to je dva pitanja, pričam na srpskom zato što na engleskom to bi potrajalo, Saša, molim te prevedi. Znači,
Naravno.
interesuje me ukoliko, pošto je Zinogene jako bogat što se tiče sastojaka i znam da je sve iz prirodnih izvora, sve je to jasno, ali šta ako je recimo neko alergičan, lupam sad, na jagode, a ovde imamo jednu materiju koja se dobija, na primer, iz jagoda, da li je to ok da se konzumira ili ne. I druga stvar, jagode sam navela samo kao primer, naravno, znači vezano za alergije, i zanima me ukoliko je neko na health protokolu, znači on uzima Extend, uzima ulje, uzima sve, da li kada se ubaci Zinogene, da li se i dalje nastavlja sa konzumacijom Extenda ili se jedno menja drugim? Eto, to me interesuje. Sorry, Daphne, my English it's very bad.
It's okay. Can you please translate, Sasha?
Yes, we are going to translate. Andrijana, da li ja da prevedem ili ćeš ti malo stručnije?
Pa možeš ti, mislim, ona je pitala skroz
Okay.
jasno pitanje.
Da. Okay. So, considering the fact that Zinogene is very rich with different compounds that, of course, are all natural. What happens in the case that if somebody has an allergy, for example, to strawberry, should they try to use the product, and how they should do that? How is it possible to make some small allergy test if it will be okay for the people or not? And the second question, do you want it now or after you answer the first one?
You can ask me.
The second question is because Extend and Zinogene are two products with various compounds. Do you recommend us to use both of them together, or if we take Zinogene, then to make a break with using Extend, and the opposite way?
Yes, those are really good questions. The allergy question, it's a quite difficult one because usually I'm not a scientist. As I said, I'm a product manager, so I am probably not the right person to answer it. But if you're allergic to strawberries, there's a chance that you will react to it. So I would probably consult to a doctor again before taking it, for sure. Especially if you are highly allergic, if you really react to any, even if it's trace amounts of strawberry, if you react to even that, then I would definitely consult a doctor before taking it. And the second question, whether you can take, was it Extend and Zinogene together? So if you're taking one tablet of Zinogene a day, then you can, of course, take Extend together with it. But if you're going to do like a more intensive spring cleaning with 2 to 4 tablets of Zinogene, then I would not take Extend. Just so that, yeah, as you said, there's the same curcuminoids, so it's better not to take Extend then.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have one question more. Maybe you talk about that, but I'm busy.
okay.
I don't hear. Is it okay that pregnant women take Zinogene, or the woman who breastfeed?
Yeah. Yes, it's again a medical. You need to consult a medical professional. So it's always good to consult a doctor before you take it, especially if you're pregnant. And we recommend it for our other supplements as well. So for Viva, for other tablets that we have, we also advise the same.
Okay, thank you.
So, as we already spoken before, during many meetings, especially I'm talking about Serbia and Balkan countries, where the people are used to go to the doctors, and we have the cases that some doctors are not very well informed about supplements and the importance. It's very important that always when we have a pregnant lady or anybody else with any of the diseases, they need to inform the doctor that they plan to use the product and get approval of the doctor, because we can have a huge challenge with the doctors and legal problems if we recommend somebody to use something that his or her doctor does not allow. Then if any problem appears, it doesn't matter if it will be related to our products or not, we are going to have responsibility for that, because we recommended something that is directly opposite from the doctor's advices. So we should be very, very careful with this.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.